Have you ever wondered what a woman feels like when she's strong? Or have you thought about how a strong woman feels? If you answered in a baby voice, I guess so.
I guess so.
Then this picture is for you. The undoubtedly cult classic 1986 Pumping Irene. You know what I also could have said? If you like mid to late 80s American SOV horror film movement, then you're gonna love this. Minus the horror. Although there is a huge chase scene through the woods. Hi, I'm Jason from Barefoot. This is Squeaky Clean Adult Films. We're riding the fitness train. This is an audience request. No more of those celebrity requests. Boo! This is an audience request, and I should probably start saying viewer request because I made the graphic and it says viewer. Noah's Corner of Nostalgia. This one's for you. I did happen to just see when I pulled from the request folder that you requested 1 and 2. But you get 1 request. Now get back in line. I love this movie, and it is legit, has all the earmarks of a cult classic. I've always liked this. Okay, so I was here. Do I like this? And on the next viewing, I love this. That's what draws cinema to me, is the gray area, the question mark. And also, that's kind of what makes the cult classic. That's the ingredients, where it's like a little iffy. All over the map. C.W. Cressler made this. It's his first time in the director's chair. He's kind of in that Jack Remy, Gary Graver category. He is best known as a writer and cinematographer, so slightly different from those two. But in this outing, he wrote, directed, produced, and shot Pumping Irene. The music, which has no credits, not online, not on the picture, is fantastic. There's a little bit of Rocky, of course there is, but it goes into this chill wave. I've already pulled it. You've already heard a piece of it. I pulled it for the opening credits. The opening bumper. It is so good. There's also a country tune that's so good. Also, this is remastered from a 1080p DVD, so this looks good. I'd never seen this like this before. I'd seen the VHS, which looked super VHS. All right, there's a bunch of good stars. We'll talk about them all at the end. This is episode 325, getting close to 333. This was 92 minutes long. Clean cut is 26. This is pretty big. It's rated PG. For their outfits, I had to cut around some extreme gratuitous stuff, but they're still in sexy old outfits the whole time. Lois Ayres is wearing a leotard G-string and innuendo. Thick innuendo. That's not innuendo. Maybe it is. No, it's not. We open and close with it, and it's throughout. You gotta remember, CW is known for cinematography and writing. This is written. So written. From all the characters' names to everything they say. And this is a 1986 exercise picture. I assure you, there is more innuendo than you're even used to. So you watch this, and I'll meet you at the end.
This is our shot at the big-time fitness market, ladies.
pumping Irene's mental rejuvenation through muscular motivation training camp. The place for the exhausted executive. Burnout's your disease, and we are the cure.
I like it. This could be bigger than the pet rock.
Muscular motivation. That's a mouthful.
Wrong muscle, Terry. Our job here is to satisfy the needs.
Sure, the needs.
The needs of the business professionals on the verge of collapse. We've got to get them off. Off the cycle of mental failure they're on and get them physically stimulated. Stimulated by getting them deep into a workout program and get them up.
Somebody has to do it.
Up on their feet again psychologically.
Oh, sure, I guess.
That's how the brochure reads. What's the meat of the matter, honey?
Yeah, the meat.
Big bucks.
Bucks?
Has she understood a single word I've said?
I have no idea.
Okay, these are our first group of pigeons. Clients, I mean. Miss Ng, here, graduated top of her class at Vassar. First-class lawyer. Needs a little inspiration and a whole lot of manhandling training. Right now, she thinks the best way to handle herself is by being as bad as they are. This is a real sad case. Coach Roach, ex-pro baseball player and coach, now manager of the softball team for a Madison Avenue ad agency. The problem is he's made a fine art of failure. His favorite symptom is grass. The man loves his weed more than himself. The cure is a new point of view, provided by us. The Carpons are classic Beauty and the Beast material. They run a very successful fitness franchise. Her idea, her design, her labor, and getting close to her nervous breakdown. He counts the money and works out twice a day. The situation needs a little equalization. He's got to come down a few pegs, and she's got to get a big lift. Billy Joe's swagger, a real cowboy, sort of. He's got a real major inferiority problem from trying to live up to the bigger-than-life image his daddy created to cover up the fact that their 40,000-acre spread raises chickens, not cattle. Billy Joe's made obnoxiousness a way of life. Ms. Broomhandle is one of the foremost research consultants in the country. Just don't ask her any questions about herself. She won't know the answers because she's afraid to find out there's a woman behind the computer she pretends to be. Mr. Klein was sent here by his wife. She owns half of Kansas, but the only property she's interested in developing right now is the territory below his waist. He's been too busy keeping track of her assets to make use of his own. Well, that's the group. What do you think?
I think we have our work cut out for us.
I can handle this, and this one, and this one, of course.
What is she doing?
She's picking all the men out of the file.
I think we'll just let everyone settle in tonight, okay? Training starts tomorrow.
Oh.
Yo, partner, can I borrow some of this hair gunk of yours?
Yeah, but,
I always like my dude to be looking his best before I go out in the pride, you know what I mean?
it's not mine. Prowl? Where?
Are you kidding? Did you see the picture of that fine filly, Irene? It's all I need to get this muscle motivated. Imagine, scoring with her. Oh.
I can't. Scoring's for other people.
What you mean? Hey, you know, this stuff smells great. Am I one sweet smelling, good looking stud or what? Huh? Yeah.
Pardon me, but I can't seem to find my deodorant.
That it?
Chet, I suppose you're wondering why I put deodorant on before I go to bed?
Nope.
Well, I am.
Of course, you are.
You know, you really shouldn't be wandering around the house alone. There might be bears or something.
A bear in the house? If I run into that bear of a cowboy, I'll be happy. That's one longhorn Texan for sure. Coming. Well, sweet dreams, broom handle.
That's broom handle.
Is that you?
It was when I woke up this morning.
I'm Irene. Before this weekend's over, not many of you are going to like me very much. This is Miss Storm.
You can call me Angie.
And that is Miss Drang.
Miss Singh?
Over here, please. You can just step right over there. Mr. Clean?
It's Mr. Klein, like in Calvin.
Right. All right, just step over there. Terry will be your instructor. Mr. Carpone, you're with me.
All right, what about my wife?
Irene is instructing her, along with Miss Bloomhandle and Coach Roach.
Yeah! Take another toe, honey.
Me and my wife, we don't like to be apart.
Well, you see, Terry here thought that you could use some extra special attention.
Oh yeah, that's different. Honey, you go along with Irene and do whatever she says, okay? Okay.
All right. If you're sure, dear. All right.
In here, Mr. C. Let's see how well you do at lifting these weights.
Oh, that looks like nothing. It's time to pump.
Was
good this morning. Okay, let me show you guys, all right?
You sure you can handle it?
Oh, come on. I can do this with my dick.
Come on.
Come on, put some weight on that. That's too light.
Are you sure?
Definitely, come on.
Might be a little
Wasting
bit
time.
too
Come on, come on, come on. That might do it. Who knows? I don't think so, though.
You're gonna need a little spotting on this.
Not at all.
I think
What?
you will.
Nothing.
Come on, let's see one.
Come on. Hey, come on. I'm serious. Oh, fuck. Hello, anybody out there? Oh, shit.
Today we're going to lift some weight. You look like you're in pretty good shape, but you could be a little bit stronger.
Aren't you afraid of becoming masculine looking?
Hey, no one's mistaken me for a boy yet. If, you want strength, you need muscle, right?
Yes.
Well, aren't you curious about what it feels like to have muscle and strength? How a woman feels when she's strong, or how a strong woman feels?
I guess so. Yes.
Well, then, you need to work out. Why don't you sit down? And lay back. And we'll work on your pecs.
Pecs?
Make sure you get a good grip. Okay. Now when you push up, you want to breathe out. Very good. Can you feel it in here?
Yes.
This is really going to do you a lot of good.
Hello? Come on, you guys. Hello?
Miss Ing, is it? I happen to go to great lengths to control my odors. And I let few people touch me. Why the hell would you want to touch me anyway after you told me I smell? After you insulted me, it's a mystery to me.
If you don't have any particular workout in mind for me, darling, I do. I think you and I can make beautiful sweat together.
Oh, we will. But we're going to do it Irene's way. She thinks you need not to have it so easy for a change. She thinks you need to hit the road and find yourself a bit. Your daddy can't do your running for you.
Running?
Running. You know, road work.
Uh-huh. Now, honey, what makes you think I'm gonna run all over the place with you if I don't want to?
I don't expect you to run with me.
Ball game, man. No hitter and I lose. Them cocksuckers got all my stash, right down to the seed. Man, I've been straight for 4 hours since 1972, man. 1972, man. And then it was only 4 hours and 14 minutes, man. It's been 4.5 hours, man. 4.5 hours. Look how fast I'm talking, man. I can't believe I ain't talked this fast since.
Don't tell me 1972.
Yeah, you're right, man. They must have tortured you too, huh?
Boy, did they ever. You know what?
What?
It's the first time I paid full price for anything. And was it worth it?
To you maybe, man, but not to me, man. No way, man. Nothing's worth the price being straight for 4 hours and 32 minutes, man. I am out of here, okay?
What? What's this problem, man? Yeah.
Well, if it isn't the old crap-out artist himself. How they hanging, Coach?
By a thread, lady. I'm gone. Get it?
You never arrived. See ya.
You're not gonna try to stop me?
What for? As soon as I took a look at your background sheet, I gave up on you, Mr. Roach. You're only good at one thing. You stick around here, you're gonna make me look bad. I get paid for results. How can I get results from somebody who's not even here? Not that I could get results from you in the first place. So see, you're doing both of us a favor. At least me. Thanks.
Now wait a second. I didn't come here just to get results. You know why I came here?
It wouldn't have anything to do with my picture now, would it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Dream on.
I ought to just...
Yeah, you oughta if you could've, but you can't. Here, try. Come on, come on.
You're serious? I say 3. 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. You're cheating. You're cheating, lady. There's water here. It slipped.
Don't let it bother you, Coach. You wouldn't have known what to do with me if you'd won anyway.
could make it.
It was tough.
Aren't you proud of yourself?
Man, came here to nail you, but I guess you nailed me instead. Thanks.
Anytime, cowboy. Say goodbye to your daddy for me.
My daddy? Oh, yeah, I sure will. Take care.
You too.
Thank you for the research experience of a lifetime.
2 lifetimes.
Just keep the research going.
Well, we will, but in the meanwhile.
In the meanwhile, I do have to show my wife some interesting property development.
Something that could turn into a joint venture?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, just keep me informed.
I will. And you know something? I'm trying to convince my wife to join your seminar.
Great.
Oh,
Great. That sounds great.
Okay.
Well, bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Well, thanks, I think. It was weird, but I think I liked it.
I know, I do. What I want isn't so bad after all. And getting it is great.
Let's go, baby.
Kiss my butt, Louie.
Huh? Right here, right now?
Later we'll be fine.
See you guys later.
See you later. Well, Miss Singh, first to arrive and last to leave. It's unlike you.
Well, that was the old trail by error in. This next case will be decided by a lot of deliberation.
Next case.
Yep. Thanks again.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So, how did we do, Chief?
Actually pretty good. Maybe 100%.
So now what?
Well, I get this call from the Elks Club of Missoula. Oh, boy.
Well, Missoula's 1,000 miles away. I'm here now. Anyone up for arm wrestling?
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
So what did you think of that? Did you like that? Did you like the sign on the tree? I always thought that was a sign on the tree in the VHS days. Now that I'm watching a remastered DVD, that's a graphic. You can see it shifting. That's not a sign on the tree. I love it. That Rocky theme. Dun, 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 dun. And then it goes into that. Dun, 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 dun. I like this one better. And did you like when Randy West was starting to go through withdrawals for his herb and his bag disappeared? That was an accidental edit. I had to remove some stuff, and then I just put the two from the removal. I just put the clips nose to nose, and I had to go find some B-roll because I'm not gonna jump cut unless it's like an artistic jump cut. I gotta find some B-roll and insert to marry those two shots. And then I watched it and realized, whoa, that is like perfect. That's like Frank Booth and Blue Velvet. His bag hits the road.
Stash, right down to the seed.
Which is funny because he's jonesing and going through withdrawals. And so I thought I would leave it like he's losing his marbles. So it fell into what I just said. An artistic jump cut. Lois Ayres, Angel Kelly, Blondi B, all their 7th time on the show. 777, The Return of God, as opposed to 666, Mark of the Beast. Do you know that 777 is not available to use on an Instagram story? That's a Danzig song from Danzig 2, in case you weren't an 80s heavy metal kid. 777 is my favorite Danzig song. What the hell am I talking about? I love Lois Ayres, one of the best faces in the game. I love Angel Kelly, my Michigan homegirl, and I love Blondi B, literally my favorite as a child. And we're doing this because of Angel Kelly. I did so much research on her. Her and Portia Lynn are friends. They're both from Michigan. They were both two founders of the Pink Ladies Social Club. And so in all this Portia Lynn research recently, Angel Kelly just keeps coming up. I almost asked Portia, can you maybe ask Angel Kelly if she'll talk to me? I still might do that. But All Celebrity Request is over, and I have a pile of requests. Do you remember when I complained that I had like 56 projects open in Final Cut Pro? I have 93. And so how I chose today's episode, I got it down to about 5 requests, and I went through them, and I was like, Angel Kelly, bam, that's why we're here today. Tony Montana has 8, which is crazy. We have 3 main couples in there's way more than 3, but in Squeaky Clean Adult Films, and all the couples are tied. Eric Price and Paula Price, Raquel Darien and Derek Lane, tied. But Blondi B and Tony Montana, 7 and 8. I don't know what that singular Tony Montana is. Randy West, Coach Roach, 36th time on the show. Clearly, he's here as our comic relief. Hey, Randy West and Blondi B were just in our last release. Our bonus episode, our Amber Lynn Part 2, Octopussy. Peter North, clocking in to number 32. He plays the little cowboy. Oh, they say midget. Maybe I should have put that in the PGs too. She calls him a midget with a Napoleon complex. Brittany Stryker, man, I like her. It's only her 3rd time on the show. Played Miss Broomhandle. How do they say it? It's Broomhandle. This is her first non-Richard Mallor. She was in Angel of the Night and Switch Hitters. And speaking of Richard Mallor, Natasha Schuyler, also her 3rd time in the show. She was from Up All Night and also the Henri Pichard Silver Tongue Hot Rod. Jesse Eastern played Mr. Klein, 2nd time on the show. He was in Tasty, and that's it. That's all she wrote. I want to know so many things about this movie. I've got questions for C.W. Cressler. I've talked about this style of picture before, and I've never had a good example. Now, next time I have this conversation, Pumping Irene will be my example. This is shot on video, but there are scenes of this that literally look like it's shot on film, and it's not. So I want to know, when Randy West is arm wrestling Lois Ayres, I want to know what camera, what tape, what lens, what lighting scheme, what f-stop. I want to know everything because I want this exact same look. We need to start a Vinegar Syndrome for shot on video adult films. Put that in your back pocket. I know there's people that dabble, but we need like a literal Vinegar Syndrome for video. Remastered. It's important. It's history. Let's do it. I don't think I'm going to do an episode on Sunday. Maybe I will. I just took a break. I just took a whole 8 days off. I still did shorts, but I didn't check YouTube. I didn't reply to anyone until today. I just replied to a bunch. I got to get back into the swing of things. March just takes it out in big time. Oh, and I got to focus on all these audience requests. So maybe I'm going to skip my Sunday release and do Wednesday, Friday, both audience. I gotta get these things off my damn computer. Plus, my next 2 Sunday releases are already planned out, but they're packaged. I'd have to open my mail, and I don't feel like doing that right now. There's so much. I'm gonna probably do an unboxing video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But the next 2 I have planned for Sundays are Vinegar Syndrome that I just bought, a VHS, a special VHS. So I got to put that on the back burner for a second and focus on y'all. All right, how do I end these things? Jeez Louise. Oh, we have donation buttons. You can do with those whatever you want. Actually, someone donate. I'm going to go get a Twin Peaks tattoo in the next 13 days. It's cutting it close. I need to get a Twin Peaks tattoo before, what are we on? Day 8 will be recorded tonight. So that means we have 10 days. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to like. You don't have to share. You just have to watch. Yada yada. Thank you for watching. That's cool. And we started looks maxing at Barefoot. Everyone. And you know what I weighed in as? 212.4. I'm the biggest of everyone. My brother, who's 6 foot, I weigh 10 more pounds than him. We all just started on April 3rd. So I got to go smash my bones and work out and eat fruit. See ya.